hard.
I mean,
Not because
that's right.
you're not one-upping, because kids one-up.
Yeah.
I don't care what anybody says. I don't care how evolved you are. The kids it's a competition. And I got the best of mom and dad.
Is.
And I'm a little kid and they're the adults and they're supposed to be what we're aspiring to, but I'm better than they are. And it's hard because you're dealing with that. Maybe not all kids are like that, but kids are competitive that way. They want to get the best of the adults.
And more because they see it with their peers. They see it,
Right.
And boy, the first morning when she got up and had to take that, oh my God, I thought the poor thing was going to puke her guts up. But she's like, I put the spoon in her mouth and she's like, I was like, swallow.
Yeah.
I don't want. So I don't care. You need to swallow. You're going to take this.
Right.
This is your meds.
The doctor says, everybody says, right.
You didn't want to take your pills, so this is what you got to do.
Right.
And it's just, so it's not revenge, but it's like, you're not going to win this. You're the 7-year-old, and you will not win this.
Right.
Battle. I don't care.
Right.
And so now she's doing that, and and everybody and anybody that comes around, it's like, oh, watch this. Oh, that just looks amazing. The grown-ups are like.
Well, I think it's sad because you present it to them, you love kids, so of course you're trying to take good care of them, and of course you're trying to present them, you want them to have the best.
Yeah.
But sometimes that's horseshit. Because they have to earn it. Mm-hmm. When everything's handed to me, I have an inclination to not appreciate it.
Oh yeah.
When I have to earn it, I have more gratitude and I don't take it for granted. Mm-hmm. And it's sad and I think that's probably one of the best lessons as a parent is teaching them how not to take stuff for granted.
Yep.
We've become so industrialized and so spoiled that.
No, when you've got a 4-year-old that says, "No, Mom, you have to do this."
Right.
What do you mean I have to do this?
Right.
There's no rules that say I have to do anything.
Right.
And so now, it's.
Sometimes when I was younger, it was so funny because the one son would push me. Oh my God. And I finally said, and he's like, well, you can't do anything about it because the police, and I'm like, really, the police? I said, well, while you're dialing 911, I can be spanking your butt before I go to jail. It's going to take them a few minutes to get here. And I might be in jail for the rest of my life. But if I'm going to be in the jail for the rest...
I got that last whipping in.
But if I'm in jail for the rest of my life, you're going to get your 3 swats with my hand. Because that's appropriate and I can do it. And I told you once, I told you 100 times not to light that on fire.
Uh-huh.
I'm done.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes.
Yeah, I think parenting, the hardest part is when the kids get the best of you. Ugh.
Oh, it just...
Lock myself in the bathroom and cry. What's wrong with you? I'm taking a shower! I thought I had angels, and instead I have demon spawn,
Well, exactly, and that's what Ben's pulling now, with his playing mom against dad. And Dave, and Dave's never been one to be the bad guy. He's always had to be the good guy.
Oh, no, I'm the disciplinarian.
And it's like, I'm tired of being the bad guy. But now it's at the point where... you're letting Ben play this game of disrespect and Dad won't say a word, and now it's time to step up.
Well, I think the problem I have with that is that in our society, so many kids got neglected in the end of the 80s, first part of the 90s.
Yeah.
And the media was just really becoming the juggernaut that it is. So all these things got exploited in the media and got great ratings. And so then you had these government organizations, these city organizations, whatever, kick in and say that if you're going to have kids, you have to.
Yeah.
For their benefit.
Yeah.
So they tied the parents' hands with intentions that were based in some good spaces.
Yep.
Like, okay, I don't really think kids should be neglected and left in the street and starved to death and beaten to death or broken arms, legs. you know, or locked in a closet, or just sexually abused, whatever it is.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
I agree with the intention.
Yeah.
But at the same time, not every single parent is like that.
Exactly.
I'm
And
sorry. And if you're going to do, we did a speech during Diversity Week a couple years ago for people that were becoming, I was asked to speak, that were becoming or continuing their education for social caseworking.
Uh-huh.
And what they had to learn was when they were doing assessments that they had to individualize the family environment.
Yeah.
And the hardest thing for them was to leave their prejudices and their preconceived notions and their expectations. Not that they do that by nature, but we're human. I have expectations. You know, my life experience has said that most brides are bridezillas. What if your daughter's an absolute angel? You see what I'm saying? Right? So you take a case by case individual basis, and you have to put that away. And that none of us we're not exempt to behaving that way. When I go in somewhere, I'm taking my life experience with me and my life prejudices with me. If we didn't have that as a species, we would touch the electrical cord and die the first time or freeze to death, whatever. But to be aware that it exists, so that when I go into these situations and be individualized with them, that each family unit is going to have its own individual things.
I know.
And whatever your family unit is, you don't get to take the 45 out and threaten, wave it around in front of the kids and show them that.
You're done.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, not gonna happen.
Yeah, that's just bugs me.
Yeah. I like the.
I would make her go shovel the yard.
Yeah.
You know, she bitching about the cleaning lady in that story or whatever. Well, we got a new one. You.
Exactly.
So much for only having to do it for a minute. Now you got to do it all day long for everybody, day in, day out. I don't care.
Yeah, you thought that was bad?
Yeah.
What you did before?
Hey, imagine this. We have to go out in public for 8 hours a day and earn that money that miraculously put that roof over your head and those groceries and gave you that computer and that internet and all of these things and the dishes to even be done in the first place. We could go down to the homeless shelter and I won't have to work at all. Hell with it. I'll take my sleeping bag in my one room and no computer, no nothing to get my meal down at the cafe or at the... And the hell with you. And when they throw us out in 30 days and we're sleeping at the bus stop and you're bitching, hey, we had it good a moment ago.
Yeah, exactly.
And it was because we worked our ass off. We don't have the time for some of this shit. I tell, you think that electricity just magically shows up every time I push a button. It's because someone pays a bill.
Cute.
Well, it's still all kind of crazy and textured and all your multiple layers and all that stuff you like, and it still goes back in a ponytail and your natural curl, and it's all in there.
It's cute, I think.
While we're busy parenting the world, your roots are gone. Yeah.
There's no snow.
Yeah, no more snow.
We're good there. That's what counts.
Yeah, exactly.
Mackenzie will be happy.
Yeah, got to keep that granddaughter happy.